Hello everyone, and welcome back to a Redstone video. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how you can create a loot box system like the one I have built on the Lemoncraft server. In the top corner there should be a link to the playlist. If you haven't seen Lemoncraft yet, I definitely recommend it. Oh, okay. Let's try to get back on the server then, shall we? Oh dear. There we go. So the way this system works is the members of the server will pay for a key, and each one is a different level. So there's in this version I'm making, there are 5 levels, but you can make as many levels as you want. And basically how it works is you have these 5 levels. Each level will correspond to diamonds. Correspond to a different level of crate that you can get, basically. So the way it will happen is this is an epic crate, so I can do this. I can go epic, and I can pay. I'll put the key in. I'll wait a second and retrieve the box, and then it will give me a prize that is equal to the key that I have chosen. There it is, see? And we run all this concrete. So that, and then you push the button, and it will be taken away. And so this one has 5 levels. You can add as many levels as you want. So let's hop into a creative world, and I'll show you how you can make this redstone. So here we are, and we're ready to create our loot box tutorial. So what you want to do is make sure you have plenty of resources, and this is going to make you quite a lot of diamonds. It has for me. So you're going to need hoppers. You're going to need chest, clearly there. We need comparators. We need repeaters, redstone dust. We need some redstone torches, a building block of any type. I use wool for redstone contraptions. We're going to need yes, so that's good for now. And the first thing you want to do is find the area where you want them to put in the key for the thing, like I showed you in the very first clip. And you're going to want to put a chest at that level, and then have a hopper line coming down from the chest 1 or 2 blocks. And this will be connected to a thing. So you want to have hoppers running along the line like this, like that. So this will be a line of hoppers, and from this will be the system of our thing. And so you want to make this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, quite a few blocks. Let's see. So we'll have a sorting system here. We'll have a sorting system here. A sorting system here. Here and here. So the 5, like I have done in the Lemoncraft server, will be like this, and then we'll have 2 more just for good measure. So on this, you're going to want to put hoppers running into the way this way, so you can see these arrows pointing towards this way. So hoppers, hoppers, hoppers. And then the very last hopper, you're going to want to have that go into a chest. So like this. There we go. So we have a line of hoppers, and they're running directly into the chest. Okay, so next on the list, you're going to want to take those places where we have put the wool in the last one, and directly under where that wool used to be, have a hopper running out into a block on the side, and you can take that block out right away. And then you're going to want to make this configuration for the item sorter. So copy this, and then on top you want to put a comparator, redstone dust like so, a repeater like this, running into this block with a redstone torch in the bottom, and then from this you want hoppers running down like this. That is the item sorter module complete. So you're going to want to repeat that at all 5 locations where we put wool. So here, whoops, here, like that. So this module repeated as many times as you need, if you feel you need to have levels for keys. So once you've completed the 4 modules, you should have something looking like this. And we can take out these blocks like I said. And now we have a fully functional item sorter, but make sure you fill in all the hoppers like so. So the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to need to take out the bottom line of hoppers here. So make sure you only have 3 hoppers in the downwards position. And what you're going to need to do is make sure to hold shift and then have a hopper running into the block at the bottom. And this is going to be where we take our redstone output from for the mechanism that will retrieve our shulker box thing. So there we go. And then we're going to need to run these, put hoppers or chests below them, or like this, 1 block in front of them with a hopper on top. And so this is the system where the keys will end up after they are complete. Or the keys will end up once they go through the system. And there we go. So next you're going to want to take a item that's named, it just can be any junk item, and in the hopper that's next to the comparator that's facing outwards, you're going to want to fill it in with 4 in each one. So 4 across like that in every hopper. And this will be so that other items that go in the system will not be able to travel through. So if somebody throws in a junk item or it's in the wrong key, then they won't do that. And then you're going to want to get your keys. So the way that we used tripwire hooks, but you can literally use any item you want and just name it to how it is. So I'm still going to use tripwire hooks as that. And then you're going to name these tripwire hooks whatever you want your levels to be. What we used in Lemoncraft was common for the lowest crate, and then so forth. Common, then it was rare, epic, there was legendary, and there was uncommon, not in that order. And then what you're going to want to do is take those keys, and it doesn't matter what order you put them in, you just need to make sure you match up the correct level to it. So this one will be my common crate, so you put a stack in there, and you'll see it start to filter down till you have 41, and the rest will go all into this chest here. Then you're going to want to put uncommon, will be our next level. The level after that would be rare, then epic, and then legendary. And now you can see that if any key we put in here will be properly sorted into the chest below. So after this, you're going to want to take another block. It can be the same, it does not matter, but for the ease of it, we'll do this. So what you want to do is run a comparator out of this hopper here that runs into the bottom chest where your keys end up at the end, and then run that into a repeater, and then this one more with redstone dust and a dropper. And this dropper is what holds the actual, put redstone dust on top there too, just to make sure it comes out. And this is what holds the shulker boxes that are full of the loot that the customer is coming to win. So you repeat this on all 5 of the chest's areas, like so, and then we'll put droppers at the end, and then we'll be able to fill in our loot. So we now have this, so we can fill in finally are shulker boxes. So you can grab shulker boxes, you can make them different colors if you'd like to. But basically, so say this is the uncommon one, you can put something that isn't really cool, like the subscribe cobblestone. This could be the uncommon shulker box, and then a common shulker box could have something like diamond blocks, or whatever you seem fit to put in there, however you want it to be. So this would be a legendary box, and this would be a common box, and then you just fill them in with as many as you need. Make sure that you match the key. So this is the common box. So we would take this shulker box with these subscribe cobblestones, and we make sure we put that in the correct level of system. So this is the lowest all the way up to the highest down there. So after you've filled up all your shulker boxes, you're going to want to grab yourself some powered rails or regular rails, and well, you're going to need some powered ones at least in there. So let's grab some regular rails, some powered rails, and some redstone blocks to power. It can be levers or whatever you feel would work. And how you're going to do this is just going to put rails down all the way across here to the ends, and then have powered rails wherever it's necessary to make sure that the minecart can travel across, back and forth each way. And what you're going to want to do is grab some more hoppers and put a hopper. You can put like 3, so just to make sure it goes off. And this will lead into the next part of the system where the shulker box is actually dropped off, and how you're gonna want to make sure you cover it all up so that the dispensed shulker box will not come out. So just cover this off to make it just to ensure that you don't lose any shulker boxes in the process. And on top of these rails, you're going to want to put a hopper minecart. There we go. Hopper minecart. Hopper minecart. And just make sure that it can go across all the way, and make sure to put a block on the end as well, so it can reach all the way. So this part here will be a hopper or a dropper, and that block on top will make sure that the minecart will continue its path back and forth infinitely, right? So back and forth. Perfect. Now this is the dropper where the shulker boxes will end up. So this is how we're going to make them travel up to the system up there. And how we're going to do that, we're just going to have to clear out some space here, is we're going to take a comparator output from this, and you're going to want to put that there, a repeater here, and then redstone dust around here, and then click on this once to put it in subtract mode. And this means that every time something is in here, not yet, 50s, not yet. Then put that in, so every item that is in this thing will automatically be dispensed. So that is perfect, that is what we need. So just make sure to follow this configuration, and you'll be able to put that in. So next, we're going to need to have the item machine that will carry it up to this area up here, wherever you want your item thing to be. So it can be anywhere between these areas, but this is where they put the item, so it's in the best interest of the customer to have the shulker box also come up to this area. So you're going to grab yourself some ice, and if you don't have ice, then that's okay, you can use hoppers instead, but ice is the most efficient, and some glass, as well as water buckets, and some signs to hold the water back. And this is how you need to do this. So you're going to want to go around to the area kind of level where the thing is. So dig out the hole so that the path will lead to close to this chest up here, and then the bottom area of the area will be covered with ice. So the next thing you want to do is put water in here and hold it back on signs. And the one thing you want to make sure you do is before every corner, you put a sign down so that any item that comes in from this dropper, so if we throw in a redstone block and I don't stand there, okay. So as you can see, the item goes through here, and you're just going to test this to make sure that it actually works. Now right here is the area where we're going to be building a water elevator. If you don't know how to do this, this is a really nice and cool thing. But the thing you want to do is make sure right before the water elevator starts, you put down a sign that says subscribe to 1950s. And then you're going to want to build up to the area where the shulker box dispensing will take place. So build up to the level, or one below the level. So right about here. And we're going to want to fill this entire thing with water source buckets. And if you don't want to have to do all the buckets, oh, that's not good. No. Okay. If you don't want to do all the buckets, you can use kelp, which is a good feature, and put kelp at the bottom, and it will make it all to water sources. And the final thing you want to do is grab yourself some soul sand and put that on the bottom of the elevator. So, right there. And that will make it a water elevator. So as you can see, the bubbles in there will start to rise. So any item that is put in there will rise up to the surface. Now the way that you want to get this over to the area where you're going to have your shulker box dispenser. So let's say that this is the ground area where the players come to it. And this is the chest that, that's the chest where they put the key inside of. We would want the area to be right here, right above this here. And don't build out of glass, otherwise they'll all be able to see the redstone. But this hole here would be where you wanted the dispensed item to be. So how we're going to do that is we're going to grab a dispenser and put that facing out this way. And make sure you cover up all corners. We'll fix that in a minute. We'll continue doing that in a second. But grab yourself some hoppers once again. And you need a hopper running into this. So you're going to want to extend this up a little bit more. And then you want to figure out a way to get the water in here. So the way that I would do this would be put water like this at the top, and then any items that come up will automatically be put in this hopper, and then make sure you cover up the top like that. So there's a hopper running into the dispenser, and that way any item that goes into the dispenser or in the water stream will end up in the dispenser. So next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to have to work around on how you built the system, because currently it's a little hard to get around. So you can change where this area is if you need to, but let's think here. So we need to build a redstone clock. So this redstone clock can be coming out from right here. That is fine. That is fine for now. But how I did it, if you don't care about noise, okay, this is the way we're going to do it. We're going to put a observer. And you want two observers running into one another. Let's see if I can do this first try. Because you want the... Oh, nope. I can't get up there. You want the faces of the observers to be facing one another like this. So you want arrow, see that there's the face of the observer, and then you're going to want the other observer facing like this. And this is very noisy. So it clicks often. You can't hear it because my Minecraft audio is off. But this is a simple way to do it, But if you don't, and if you have space, you can just copy this circuit again if you'd like to. So this is the easy way out, but kind of not as good as having it the other way, but it works. So then you would have that. So now any items that go into this machine will be dispensed automatically. So if I put the shulker box in, it's automatically dispensed. Now, the next thing we're going to do is make sure the block above the shulker box is gone so that the player can open it, and then cover the block above it like that. So the box can open it, the box can be opened, and it functions. So the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to need to not make this out of glass, obviously. And I'm going to just break the observer so that I can hear myself think. But you're going to have blocks all the way around this way, and you're going to want to have a button off to the side at any corner you seem fit, that you think is a good area for it to be. So the button is going to, first off, is going to close here. So you're going to need a sticky piston and a regular piston, as well as some redstone dust and repeaters possibly. There we go. And we're going to want to put a sticky piston right beneath this block here, facing upwards. So this is the block that closes the door when you push the button. Okay, so we got the sticky piston there, and the other piston is going to go right there, facing towards the shulker box. And this can be on either side. Let's do it here. So you got the piston facing this way, and the next thing you want to do is make sure that all the sides that are around the shulker box, except for this top block, are gone. Okay, so it's kind of messy here, but that is a good way to do it. Then you're going to want to add a button. It can be any type of button, not jungle though, because those don't look very nice. Depends on the build. But as you can see, that worked halfway. So that means we need to take a redstone output from this button here, so that when we press the button, it does that. And then we're just going to want to snake it all the way down into this piston right here. So will this work? Press the button, and we forgot to put, yes, so we need to have this go into the sticky piston. So you're going to want to make a redstone line that goes all the way down with the repeater or redstone dust facing into the piston, so that when you press the button, both the front and the back will close at the same time. And on to the final steps, everybody. So right beneath the area where the shulker box drops, which we have covered up. That's a problem. Okay, so we're going to have to move this redstone line then. No big deal. Okay, so redstone line. Okay, this is not very good, is it? Yeah, this is a very simple fix. So I made a mistake here. It's all good. Redstone dust running like this into, and it can be any way you seem or you deem fit for this. So what you're next gonna have to do is put down a hopper one block below where the shulker box sits. And then you're going to want to have a chest there. So this is where the empty shulker boxes will go after they have been taken. Then you're going to need a rail and a hopper minecart. There. And there. So that will pick up any items dropped, and they will be down into here. So let's give this baby a test. So we filled in the common crate, and we're just going to cover up this just to make sure that nothing comes out. So we filled in the common one. So we should get the subscribe cobblestone thing if we put in a common key. So we grab a common key, which can be bought however you would like it to be, and you put the common key, just one, in the machine, and then it will go down through the machine, and we should be able to see the shulker box in just a moment come through here and be dispensed. Did it work? We want this here to be done. So as you can see, oh no. Whoopsies. Okay, so it's fixed now. So you just need to make sure that you cover up the beginning of this path to make sure it doesn't accidentally shoot out. And so we just put the shulker box back in. And so you fill up the shulker boxes, you put the key in. Goodness, that's embarrassing. Put the key in, and then you wait for it to be delivered. And it should be coming up just any second now. There it is. So it comes out, it's dispensed, and we got the subscribe cobblestone. And then press the button after you've taken it all out, and it comes out there, which is, I don't understand why that happened either. So just make sure that you cover up all the excess holes, and that is the entire loot box system complete. So you've created your loot box system, and now you'll be able to build this on your own in the shopping district of if you have one on your multiplayer server, and make yourself some diamonds. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and yeah, so let me know down in the comments any more tutorials you'd like to see, if any, new things you'd like to know, and make sure to check out the Lemoncraft playlist, which was in the cards of the video. Goodness, I've been recording for a long time, so I hope you enjoyed today's redstone video. I had a blast having fun making some cool redstone, and subscribe. Oh yeah. See you in the next one.